all about concept of agile beamforming. Agile means it is able to move quickly and easily. In my topic, beamforming process does not only limit on transmitting a signal to a specific device, but it also allows the chance of transmitting higher signal quality to the receiver, which means faster information and the fewer errors without the fact of needing a boosting broadcast power. As you can see in the picture, sa unang picture makikita nyo kung paano nasa hagap ang internet gamit ng wifi lamang. Pero sa pangalawang picture, mapapansin nyo na mas mabilis ito nakakasagap dahil meron itong beamforming. Beamforming also reduces the chance of interference experienced by people who are trying to pick up the anonymous signal. The only thing that limits beamforming is the fact that it requires computing resources. There are a lot of times that beamforming calculation requires time and power resources later on ends up with negating the advantages. As you can see in the picture, sa unang picture makikita nyo kung paano nasa hagap ang internet gamit ng wifi lamang. Pero sa pangalawang picture, mapapansin nyo na mas mabilis ito nakakasagap dahil meron itong beamforming. In my discussion, meron ako 5 bagay na i-discuss para mas maintindihan ang beamforming. Una dyan is ang understanding beamforming. Next is use of beamforming. Number 3 is importance of beamforming. Number 4 is types of beamforming. And the last is difference of beamforming and beam steering. Beamforming was first introduced since 1940s, and as the time passes by, beamforming technologies already introduced incremental improvements in Wi-Fi networking. In the process of wireless communication, there is what we call electromagnetic waves, which makes the communication possible. The electromagnetic waves work when a single antenna radiates a signal in all directions while broadcasting. Dahil nga sa technology natin ngayon na patuloy nag-i-improve, na mas lumawak ang communication natin. Use of beamforming. Beamforming is a process or technique which focuses a wireless signal being transmitted to a specific receiving device instead of transmitting it in all direction from a broadcast antenna, which is the normal way of process of wireless communication. Today, the commonly known beamforming process is the use of local Wi-Fi network, not until the rollout of wide area 5G networks now on process. Alam naman natin na sa panahon ngayon, gamit ang data or ang mobile internet sa panahon ngayon, lalo na ang Wi-Fi networking, dahil dito mas madali ka nakaka-connect o nakakaroon ng signal dahil sa beamforming. Importance of beamforming. Electromagnetic waves are not only limited to be radiated in various direction because it can also be distributed in a specific direction, which can also form a targeted beam of electronic magnetic energy. To make it possible, kailangan ng mas maraming antena para mas magdikit-dikit o magsama-sama mga signals sa iba't ibang oras. There will be interference production by the overlapping waves, which includes in some areas constructive, which make the signals stronger, and the some areas destructive, which make the signals weaker. Ito yung kinakailangan para maging successful ma-execute ang signal gamit ang beamforming process. Types of beamforming. Number 1 is analog beamforming. occurred when the individual antenna signals of a signal phase are adjusted in RF domain. It impacts the radiation pattern and gain of the antenna array, which improves coverage. In this process, it can only form one beam per set of antenna elements. Provided by the analog beamforming, the antennas are boosted, thus overcomes partly the impacts of high path loss in millimeter wave. All over, analog beamforming is considered as mandatory or required for the millimeter wave frequency range 5G. Alam naman natin na pag sinabing analog, ibig sabihin is mano-mano. So dito sa analog beamforming, makikita nyo na mano-mano nga naman ang nagpa-process ang beamforming per set ng antenna elements. Kaya tinawag na analog beamforming. The second type is digital beamforming, also known as baseband beamforming or precoding. Is another process of beamforming wherein a signal is precoded, which includes amplitude and phase modifications. In the process of baseband before the RF transmission, unlike in analog beamforming, in this process it can form multiple beams simultaneously, which result to one per each users only from same set of antenna elements. Sa digital beamforming, mapapansin nyo na pag sinabing digital is kusa na siyang magpa-process. Kumbaga, system ang nagpapatakbo sa kanya para mag-process itong beamforming. Di katulad sa analog beamforming na mano-mano, ginagawa ang bawat set ng antenna. The last type is hybrid beamforming. This is the combination of the analog and digital beamforming processes. It explains about the expected implementation of millimeter wave, GNB or 5G. Base stations use some form of hybrid beamforming. The process of hybrid is the usage of analog beamforming for coarse beamforming, and inside of it is the usage of an appropriate digital beamforming scheme. Ito naman sa hybrid beamforming, ibig sabihin is pinag-combine yung dalawa, itong analog beamforming at yung digital beamforming processes. Kaya mas mabilis ito makapag-process at makapag-perform ng beamforming. Number 5 is difference of beamforming and beam steering. The antenna beamforming is a term which refers to a beam of energy's basic formation from a set of phase arrays. Through this process, posible na makontrol ang bawat direksyon o ang hugis ng signal using phase antenna arrays from multiple antennas. Gamit ito magkaroon ng spacing ang bawat signal sa magkakaibang element ng antenna. Dito naman sa antenna beamforming, pag sinabing antenna beamforming is kinakailangan mo talaga ng antenna para mas malaki yung sinasagap nito. Mas maraming sumasagap ko ba. Mas maraming makina bang kahit na gano'n sila kalayo ay aabot pa rin tong signal na to at magpe-perform pa rin na mas maayos. The antenna beam steering. This is a process of forming a stage further. It is a way of dynamical alteration of a beam pattern through changing the signal phase alone in real time and without doing any change of alteration to the antenna elements or other hardware. Dito naman sa antenna beam steering, mapapansin nyo na pag sinabing beam steering or from the word itself, steering is may direction. Kung itong mga signal nito is nakaset na sa bawat signal pa saan sila pupunta or saan sila dadalo. For the summary, there are a lot of times that beamforming calculation requires time and power resources. later on it ends up with negating the advantages. The only thing that limits wind farming is the fact that it requires computing resources. The concept of wind farming is to steer and transmitted signal toward the intended user. Therefore, the receiver will be the only party to recover the wanted signal from the overlay. Aminin naman natin na sa panahon ngayon na patuloy talaga nag-i-evolve or nag-i-improve ang technology natin ngayon. Kaya di natin masasabi or in the future mas maganda at mas maraming maimbento, di lang itong beamforming process na ito.